Hello, my name is LoG, and welcome to part 3 of my Chromatic exercise power-up. Let's get started. Okay, just a quick recap of what we have gone through so far. So this is part 1, part 2, and then this will be the beginning of part 3. So the last note of part 2 is the beginning of part 3. So first, the chord that we are playing at this moment is not A anymore. It is now F sharp. To be specific, F sharp dominant 7th, and to be even more specific, F sharp dominant 7th with a sharp 9, sharp 5, that sort of thing. We don't really have to get into that. It's not super important right now. So this part starts on the 3rd of that chord right here. How do I know that's the 3rd? Because that's the root back here, F sharp, 1, 2, 3. Pretty simple. From here, I play the 5, which is right there, and we walk up straight chromatic to this note, the flat 7. So ring finger, then next string, pointer, then middle, ring, pinky. Really simple. Ring, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. That's the 3rd to the flat 7 of the chord. Once I'm here on this pinky on the A string, 7th fret, I now move down to the D string middle finger, and watch this, middle, pointer, just right behind it a fret, then back to the A string, but ring finger, and then back to the note that we came from. So we're kind of dancing around this note this whole time. So if you want to visually see it, it would look like this on one string. So that's our note, and we're kind of going above it, and then we're going behind it, and then we're going back to it, except we're just doing it here in this position. So I call this like the dancing lick, because we're kind of dancing around the note. That's the note. We go past it, next string, middle finger, pointer, then ring, and then back to it. So let's play that whole thing. Down here, on the 3rd of the chord, walk up, chromatic, bam, hit the pinky, then dance around it, back to the pinky. This is, by the way, the flat 7 of the chord. That's our root. So we're playing flat 7 right there. Okay, from here, we're gonna walk up like this. So we repeat the note, back to the pointer finger D string, right? Middle finger D string, pinky D string, no ring finger, skip that one. And then we slide up here to that pinky here. That's the 3rd again of the chord. And we do that same exact kind of dancing around lick. Remember? Pinky, middle, pointer on the next string, then ring finger, and then back to the pinky. So remember what we did down here. Pinky, middle, pointer, ring, pinky. And all we're doing is we're walking up to this note. And we do it again. Pinky, middle, pointer, ring, pinky. It's the same exact thing. So I'll do it slowly. Watch this. Walk up. Bam, again. And then once we hit that pinky the second time, that's the end of that part. So we end like this, right there. So let me play this whole thing. Let's recap. Starting here, walk up chromatic on the A string, pointer finger. Right, then our little dancing lick. Then we walk back up, or walk up to the pinky on the D string by doing that. Pointer, slide, ring, pinky, or you can do pointer, middle, pinky, slide. Again, fingering is up to you. Then we do the dancing lick. Pinky, middle, pointer, ring, pinky, and we're done. So let me do that whole thing without talking. Again. One more time, I'll try to do it with my fingers, not blocking everything. And that is it. So now, of course, practice this like you have done the other parts, and when you are ready, we will play this, just this part, over a backing track that moves from, I think, 60 to 135, and then we will play over a backing track that moves from 60 to 140, and we will play all 3 of these parts in a row. So let's get to that. All right, one more part to go before we finally have this whole exercise. Again, make sure you're getting all of these individual parts down first, because we're going to run this entire thing at a variety of tempos. It's going to go from a pretty tame tempo to what I would consider to be a fairly brisk tempo. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. Again, if you enjoyed this type of instructional material, feel free to check out my Patreon at the link below, and I will see you in the final part.